A brain is involved in everything that you do. How you think, how you feel, how you act, and how you get along with others or not so well with others. It all depends on your brain. A brain is the most important organ that not only governs but develops your personality, your intelligence, your character, and every decision that we take on a day-to-day basis from every minute to every second of our lives. When our brain is healthy and happy, we're happy. When our brain is unhealthy and is troubled, then there's trouble in paradise. Yeah. There are two types of brains: healthy brain, unhealthy brain. Now, what is a healthy brain? A healthy brain is when you're happier, you're physically more fit, or I would say healthy. When you take wise decisions, which in turn leads you to be more successful in your lives and you live a longer life. And what is an unhealthy brain? Unhealthy brain is when you're sad, when you're depressed, when you're sick, and when you do not take such wise decisions in your life, and that in turn leads you to be unsuccessful or not as successful as you are capable of becoming. So it's really important to understand that what are the causes of unhealthy brains. And unhealthy brains can be caused by various factors. It can be because of a physical injury. It can be because of emotional traumas that you go through. And these are some of the most common and easy to understand factors that one can go through. But the most important factors that affect your brain and leads it to become unhealthy, one is negative thinking, and two, it's the bad programming from the past. Nothing can affect your brain as much as what you think, because if you constantly think negative thoughts, you're going to start thinking one negative thought, which is going to lead you to think next negative thought to the next, and before you before you even know it, it becomes like a momentum, a negative momentum, and you only vibrate negativity. When you vibrate negativity, you're only going to attract more negative people, negative situations towards your life, and your entire life is going to be a ball of negativity. Imagine so much negativity. Why? Because of that one thought that you started thinking. Anyway, I'll come to that later. Now, to explain the brain simply, our brain is like a computer. Actually, it's much better than a computer. But to make it simpler right now, a brain is like a computer. It's got its hardware and it's got its software. Now, what is the hardware? Hardware of the brain is the physical functioning of the brain. And what is the software of the brain? It is the constant programming of the brain, the thoughts that we constantly think about, and the reshaping that occurs throughout our lives. So these two have a dramatic impact on each other. And all of us go through traumas in life. I mean, I am no exception to that. And that is probably one of the reasons why I'm sitting here and making these vlogs, because the traumas that I have gone through, I want to put it across to everyone, whoever I can help, that we can change that. We ourselves have the power to change those traumatic events and the influences that we've had because of those traumatic events, and the way we started thinking because of those events, the way we've become because of those events. It's in our hands. We can heal our wounds. So what happens when you go through a trauma is that you form these scars, and those scars start piling one on top of the other, and we carry the piles of scars along with us, and that in turn affects our behavior, our mood, our patterns of thoughts. And healing those thoughts, healing those wounds is incredibly important. Now, how can you do that? You can do that by changing your lifestyle. Yeah. Some of the tips would be a that junk food that you eat, the burgers, the pizzas, that momentary happiness that you get out of eating that junk food, you got to stop that. You got to involve more of green leafy vegetables, the fruits and whole foods in your diet for your brain to function well, for your brain cells to grow. Next, the diet soda is doing you no good. It's killing your brain cells. It's as good as a toilet cleaner. Seriously, guys, you gotta stop drinking that diet cokes and sodas of the world. Water is gonna do you good. Thirdly, sleep. It's very important for you to get sound sleep of at least 7 to 8 hours. A normal adult needs that amount of sleep for the brain to function well. Fourth, exercise regularly, guys. It's very important for an adult to exercise at least 4 times a week. You can go out and go out for a run, a walk, do some dance, or maybe do some yoga, Pilates, gym sessions, whatever works for you. Just go ahead and do that, guys. It's really important for you. And fourthly, something that I really, really believe in is meditation. Meditation is one of the best tools that you can incorporate in your life to heal all those past traumas, let go of the toxic pattern of thinking, let those thoughts come in, come in and out, whatever it is. It's a process, and you need to let those thoughts come in and out when you're meditating, and let those traumatic events go from your life.